Now we will go to the next topic of the chapter, redox reaction and electrode potential. Now displacement reactions are redox reactions. These reactions, they lead to production of electricity. These reactions are carried out in cells which are known as galvanic cells or voltaic cells. So in galvanic cells or voltaic cells, redox reactions they take place, and at the cost of them we will get electricity. Generation of electricity at the cost of chemical reaction or chemical energy. For example, if we take displacement reaction Zn plus Cu2 plus giving Zn2 plus Cu, which is the reaction Zn plus Cu2 plus giving Zn2 plus Cu. Okay, means actually what we are doing, zinc rod if you are going to take, and if you will dip that zinc rod in copper sulfate solution, which is blue in color, you know. Okay, we will get zinc sulfate and copper. Means copper from copper sulfate will be displaced by zinc, and we will get zinc sulfate and copper. This is redox reaction. This is redox reaction because if you will observe the reaction carefully, actually the reaction in ionic form we can write as Zn plus Cu2 plus giving Zn2 plus Cu. Cu2 plus from copper sulfate, Zn2 plus from zinc sulfate. So what is happening actually in the reaction? Zinc is converted into Zn2 plus, means it is undergoing oxidation. Cu2 plus is converted into Cu, means it is undergoing reduction. Okay, so this redox reaction we can carry out. At the cost of this redox reaction we will be getting electricity. Okay, so the reaction can be carried out in two different ways. One of the simplest way is, we can take copper sulfate in a container and we can dip zinc rod in it. Take copper sulfate in a container, okay, and you are going to dip zinc rod in it. So which reaction will occur? Two reactions. Actually complete redox reaction is going to take place, which is made up of two reactions, oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. So the reactions are Zn giving Zn2 plus 2e minus. That means zinc rod whatever we are dipping, at this zinc rod this reaction is going to take place. Zinc rod will give Zn2 plus ions in the solution, okay, and electrons will be given. These electrons, what will happen to these electrons? Cu2 plus 2e minus giving Cu. So we have copper ions from copper sulfate. In copper sulfate we have Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus ions. So Cu2 plus ions from copper sulfate, they will touch this rod, okay, on which electrons are generated, deposited. Okay, they will be accepted by copper ions and we will get deposition of copper. Okay, so these two reactions they occur simultaneously in the same container. Loss of electrons and gain of electrons. So total redox reaction. So which reaction actually is going to take place? Zn plus Cu2 plus giving Zn2 plus Cu. The same reaction can be carried out in different way. We can have different assembly, which is known as Daniell cell. So it is a simplest voltaic cell in which redox reaction it is going to take place, okay, and electricity will be generated. So it consists of two containers, two half cells. Okay, in one half cell we have zinc sulfate solution in which zinc rod is dipped. In another half cell we have copper sulfate solution, okay, in which copper rod is dipped. Okay, both the cells they are connected with each other by metallic wire and voltmeter is attached in between. Switch is also there. These two solutions are connected with each other by salt bridge. This salt bridge is nothing but inverted glass tube which consists of saturated solution of KCl. Okay, now which reactions they are going to take place? Again the same reactions which are taking place over here in zinc half cell. In what we have done here, we are assemble all the things in the same container. Here we are taken two different containers, two different half cells. Separately we are going to carry out oxidation and reduction reactions. Okay, so in zinc half cell oxidation is going to take place. In copper half cell, reduction is going to take place. Okay, zinc and copper both are metals, both have tendency to give electrons. But when zinc half cell and copper half cell, when they are connected with each other, as zinc is having more tendency to give electrons, in this half cell oxidation takes place, and in another half cell where copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution, reduction takes place. So which reaction will occur? In zinc half cell, Zn giving Zn2 plus 2e minus, and in copper half cell, Cu, that means zinc rod is going to give Zn2 plus ions in solution. Already there are Zn2 plus ions from zinc sulfate also. Okay, in addition to that, some ions will come from zinc rod. Okay, electrons will be given. These electrons, they will transfer in the external circuit through metallic wire in copper half cell. In copper half cell, we have copper sulfate solution and copper rod. So from copper sulfate solution, we have Cu2 plus ions, Cu2 plus and SO42 minus. So these Cu2 plus ions from copper sulfate, they will touch the rod. There, electrons which have come from zinc half cell, they will be accumulated and they will be taken by copper ions. So Cu2 plus 2e minus giving Cu. So deposition of copper, metallic copper will occur in copper half cell. So what is the overall reaction? Overall reaction is loss of electrons, gain of electrons. So electrons are transferred from zinc half cell to copper half cell and will get production of electricity. So Zn plus Cu2 plus giving Zn2 plus Cu. Already we have seen this is a redox reaction. Okay, so you will be getting electricity at the cost of spontaneous redox reaction in voltaic cells. Okay, so this is construction of Daniell cell. Okay, at each half cell potential is developed. In each half cell potential is developed. Means what? Positive negative charge separation is there in both the half cells. Okay, see, in zinc half cell, which reaction is going to take place? Zn giving Zn2 plus 2e minus, isn't it? So Zn2 plus ions from rod, they will enter in the solution. Okay, in the beginning when two cells are not connected, in this particular container where zinc sulfate is there and zinc rod is dipped, okay, we have Zn2 plus ion concentration equal to SO4 2 minus ion concentration, isn't it? Now what is happening when both the cells are connected? Zinc rod is going to develop Zn2 plus ions, they will enter in the solution. So concentration of Zn2 plus ions, they will become more than SO4 2 minus ions. SO4 2 minus ions concentration will remain the same. Zn2 plus ion concentration is going to increase, isn't it? So positive charge in the solution will increase and therefore solution will develop positive charge. So in the solution we will be having positive charge. On rod, zinc is giving electrons, no? So on rod we will having negative charge. So positive negative charge separation is there. Okay. And therefore potential is developed in this particular half cell. At the same time, in copper half cell also potential is developed. Okay, in the beginning we have Cu2 plus ions which are equal in number to SO4 2 minus ions, isn't it? Now what is going to happen when two cells are connected? The electrons from zinc half cell, they will transfer in copper half cell, and Cu2 plus ions from copper sulfate, they are going to touch the metal rod, copper rod, and electrons will be accepted by them. So in short, copper Cu2 plus ions, they will become less and less. So concentration of Cu2 plus ions will become less. Concentration of SO4 2 minus ions, naturally it is more as compared to Cu2 plus ions. So negative charge is going to develop in the solution. And what will be the charge on metal rod? As it is losing electrons, as it is losing negative charge, isn't it? It will develop positive charge. It will develop positive charge. Again, positive negative charge separation is there, okay, and therefore potential is developed. So in both the half cells, potential is developed. That is known as half cell potential or electrode potential. Electrode potential or half cell potential. Because of redox reaction, in both the half cells, we will be getting potential which is known as half cell potential or electrode potential. We will go to the concept of standard potential in the next video. Thank you.